Good day, friends. Today it's quite a very common subject with the title, The Attitude of the Moron. If ones around agree with you, they are very wise. And if they disagree, they must be very, very stupid. So, let's dedicate this moronic story to some of the morons around us who are constantly defying what has been transpiring in their countries, in their neighborhoods, pretending that nothing has to be changed, that it's all perfect as ever before. I'm of course referring to America, United States of America. Very directly addressed to these stupid lawyers, judges and advocates, politicians, lawyers, politicians, advocates, who are so desperately holding on their own significance of the all power. By Trump coming in and absolutely being just as big as he is, as light as he is, using the tools against these morons who only think their word is right. And Trump and his team, his cabinet, is absolutely brilliantly using all the legal tools. They are in place, even if they're not perfect, against these morons who are trying to keep the same old story from centuries ago. Reason why it's a crushing point happening around legality or legal ownership of who has to rule this country, this planet, or who's ruling this human. So when I ask you, who's your ruler wherever you live? Do you go in church? Do you live in a capitalism or socialism or communism? Do you live at all by not knowing who enslaved you, who's ruling over your every single action? In short, morons are ruling your life. And you, not saying a word, not complaining about your situation, at least not complaining out loud, without fear for consequences, it puts you in the same, let's say, basket of the morons who are determined to stay enslaved forever. So, is this your goal? Is this your, let's say, aspiration to live like this forever and ever after? Even when you die, you already made a choice that you will not anything different, so they will bring you in a little bit tougher environment. So now, while you're still alive, you have a chance to do a bit different, to start really seeing what was happening around. So you're not even enslaved with people, with the creatures, that they look like humans. You are enslaved by a contract. You are enslaved by a fake interpretation or a wrongful interpretation of so-called law or truth or natural order, where in simple words, you hurt no other living creature, period. You don't need 10 commandments, 22,000 law acts. Look at this, acts. They call Constitution in United States so and so 1760 whatever 7, and they're adding acts on this. So what are they doing with these acts? They're acting, they are pretending, they are making some, let's call it crucial changes, legal changes for you. No, they're just putting another extra layer of dark magic over your existence. And they don't claim only your existence in the present moment. They want to be perpetual. So as soon as you come next time, as a little babe, has no fucking idea what's going on, your parent is already deeply moronically trained that he has to register you instantly. Now, luckily, now these 2000 and on, let's say, 2017 is now. There's many of us who see this true, and there's many of us who are saying this openly. Santos Bonacci, Julian Assange, Donald fucking Trump. He will really teach you how to stop being a moron by triggering you into real expectations what you deserve as a human, not what you deserve as a patriot American or whatever brave Canadian who's living freely in the biggest jail of all, called Canada. Every contract signed in Canada, I signed quite a bit of them, was signed with, can you imagine? Queen Elizabeth II. Every piece of land that I bought, that I want to build something on, I have to sign a lease agreement that I will be using it for a certain time. And they have full right to withdraw their, let's say, agreement with me as they wish. So really, Canada, the land of the prosperous, America, the land of the biggest thieves. Let's give Trump and his administration a biggest applause, a biggest support you can give, with stating out openly what do you really feel, what kind of changes he's going to bring, what are you actually supporting. Because if you're supporting that he's going to be killed, you will end up dead. If you're supporting that he is going to be impeached, you will end up stripped naked, and not only naked by your clothes, you'll be naked of your skin, so you cannot hide anymore who and what kind of alien you really are, and why you want to infuse even more millions of aliens inside the American state, which is supposed to be sovereign and has right to say, I don't want any freaking aliens coming around. Do they have right to do this? Of course they do. And of course you do if you are American. Or if you're Russian, or if you're German, you can say, I don't want any other than people who live here. This is your right. Same applies for the planet Earth. And it was told, honestly, millions of times to all the freaking aliens that are implementing their covert actions against humanity. They infuse themselves inside the society, inside the let's say the owners. They infuse dark techniques of money, power, division, war, destruction, atomic energy destruction, for actually a very simple reason: to bring more of these aliens on this planet. So we said it, basta, no more. Same thing, Trump is just giving you a micro example for America. No more. Doesn't matter, you want to call you Mexicans, Saudi Arabians, Iraqis, whoever. You are not Americans. You have a right to remain wherever you are. Okay. So by doing what Trump is doing, he's actually giving you a very good exercise to stop being a moron. He's giving you a beautiful example of a powerful human who's stating what he really feels. That he want to be free in his own natural habitat. He was born in America. He has a right on this land. Okay, which carries a bit more consequences. It will spill over when this initial wave of moronic complaints and protests stops or reside or completely become insignificant, that nobody is noticing what they're doing. Like today, a news in San Francisco on the beach or they make anti-Trump protest, and by their bodies they make resist. Resist what? You will be cleansed from United States if you're not a citizen of the United States. And this is like 10-15 million of people that are not belonging there. When this is done, when the right people are sitting on the borders of the America, on the airport facilities, internationals, none of you will be able to come in America, or doesn't matter, when Germany makes this decision, it will be their chance to practice true sovereignty and true freedom of their own people to say, I don't want anybody else coming in and taking. Doesn't matter. My jobs, my resources, it's yours. So, title was here about agreeing and disagreeing. So, if you disagree with Trump's actions, what you can do? Go and cover your ass, because you will be blown out of this really planet. If you agree with Trump, don't be shy to speak about it. Even in the face of protests or some kind of thugs on the TV or these newspapers or news guys, they are really bullying everybody else because they have a different opinion. So what? So what somebody thinks that Trump is really making the changes? So what that somebody is agreeing with the Trump's actions, that he finally respects what he says, that there's finally one politician, even he's more businessman than politician, he agrees to say, he agrees to do exactly what he say. Remember, anybody from past who did of these political alien creatures to say exactly what they're going to do, or to do exactly what they're going to say. So Trump goes both ways. He says exactly what's going to do, and he do exactly what he's going to say, or what he did say. So my hat to him. Down. Absolutely brilliant. And none of these machinations of these disagreeing lawyers and advocates and stupid judges. They're trying to find a legal loophole that it will prevent Trump to protect America and its people from aliens. Guys, it's aliens are attacking. You have to find enough strength to take it to your heart and I don't want to be attacked anymore by aliens. I don't want to be transhumanized by all kind of weird mental technologies and let's say physical technologies. They will change your DNA. They will change your way how you're supposed to actually think freely. So my suggestions to you, stop being moron. And stop following the warmongers. Stop following the extremely dangerous aliens who infiltrated your governments, your banks, your communities, your church. And finally start thinking by yourself, for your country.